Streamlabs software. Whoa, 70. It spikes on the CPU every once in a while. Yeah, it spikes a little bit on the CPU. All right, this is the Beechcraft, the Twin Beech, the DS-18. This is a beautiful aircraft from STMA, and I'm gonna quickly show you guys. I'll show you guys. This is the plane we're flying. It's the Beechcraft Model 18. It's $24.95, and it's been updated. It was updated just like yesterday. A bunch of updates happen regularly based on input. So yeah, we're going to fly the Beechcraft Model 18, and we're going to do this for FS Economy. I have not flown the DC 18 for Carenado. I'm hoping that they port that over to. I hope it's not. It's payware. It's beautiful though, Toto. It really is. I'm gonna. They need a Goran touch to it though, a little bit, don't they? Although it does have a left-handed guitar. As I was showing earlier, there is a left-handed guitar back there, so there is that, and a pilot magazine and Sprite that's in a weird lotion type bottle. Have you guys ever seen Sprite in a lotion type bottle? I haven't, but I do like this plane. Cockpit looks like that. I think this is well, you have to understand, Todorico, the guy who originally developed this plane passed away in 2015, right, Sphero? And then someone else, I think, also passed away that was on the dev team, and then someone's carrying on the legacy. So this is kind of a tribute to a fallen hero of sorts, if that makes sense. So let's get going. Do you think your better pushback works with this? Let's test the better pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
New Sprite lotion, exactly. All right, so let's see if it'll push back this way. We'll get out of the way of that. Actually, delete that. Let's try it again.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
That's fine.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
The graphics weren't as good in the 30s. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see if this better pushback works. Because I got to get rid of the ground chocks. All right, so we'll come over to the menu. Chocks, controls unlocked. And because this is the Volpar version, it's not a tail dragger. Don't try to fly the tail dragger. It's not a pretty experiment. But there is another Beechcraft 18 coming to X-Plane. I think they've confirmed it, right? It's just a matter of time. Could be a year or more. Carenado, but.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
But I flew this 1,200 miles yesterday, Todorico, so I'm digging it. Even though it needs some visual touch on the inside for sure. But the outside looks great, don't you think?
Winching strap and adapter in position. Release parking brake when ready to start pushback.
Oh, look at that. Toto's better pushback is working with the Volpar. Corvin Lears is here. Hello. Do they yeah, they do have a model on floats. Yep. They do have a float model. The outside looks clean. Yes, it does. I'll change some sunlight here.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I'm not going to start engines. Puff MTV, how you doing? Yep, Toto did better pushback. He did indeed. And it works with this plane. In fact, in my opinion, it's plug-in of the year for 2017. It really is the plug-in of the year. The official John Fly poll says so.
Operation
We've surveyed 100
set
flight
parking
simulators.
brake.
Exactly.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Look, it's lower in the plane. Zzz. You were able to almost get all of them. Exactly. Disconnect, go to hand signals. She is pretty yeah, she is pretty. I really like her. All right, let's go ahead and see if I can do this. I don't know if I'm doing this in the correct order, but we're going to turn the battery on. And we're going to turn the beacon on. And we're going to turn the fuel pumps on.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
I don't know if we need to turn on, thank you for the tug. I don't know if we need to turn on the boost and the prime, but I'm going to anyway. Here's your engine start left, right. So it's on the left side. Let's check our mixture. Let's go full mixture. Prop can come down. Ooh, I just hurt my arm. All right. Let's see if this bad boy will start. Nope, it didn't. Fuel, we got fuel. Fuel pump, boost. Everything's on there. There we go. Just needed to crack the throttle and a little bit more. All right, so now we're going to change the engine start over to the right side. It takes off the prime. I'm not sure why. Maybe it does once it detects engine start. And there's the hydraulic pressure on the right. Oh, wow. That was good timing of my part. All right. No sim sound. These are really quiet planes. This is called the Whisper Beech. Environmental. Well, I'm not hearing much, huh? There's a little bit of sound. Maybe there's a sound control over here. Were my eyes fooling me, or did that manifold pressure gauge really spin around a couple of times on the start? It's a feature. It's like one of those machines in Vegas where you put coins into it and stuff spins around and flies around. I bet you they'd let you play around with the. I bet you they'd let you play around with this plane if you so desired. All right, so let's turn on. Do you think I leave the few? I'm gonna turn the primer off. This boost off, I guess. Gen's gonna come on. Inverter is very important. And then we're gonna turn on our avionics. Now, I wanted to show you guys something that I learned recently. So, as you can see here, this is a GNS 530, right? Well, I didn't plug in my GNS 530 hardware panel. And so, watch this. Once I bring, well, let's bring up the other camera here. So as you can see here, the 430 panel is working with a 530 airplane. So I have the 530, I have the 430, But from what I can tell, when you're running a 530 plane, everything works with this hardware bezel. You know, as it should, of course. But it's kind of handy if you jump from plane to plane to plane and you don't want to plug in different hardware and you happen to have the 430 going, you could run a 530. And it's kind of cool. So I'll just go here and we'll delete the flight plan. We'll put in a new flight plan. Get the cursor active in there. And we'll go to Kilo, Sierra, Echo, Alpha, and we'll hit enter. There's Seattle. And then we're going to go menu and we're going to invert the flight plan. So I thought that was kind of cool that let's say you can't afford to have both the 430 and the 530, but if you buy the 430 bezel, it'll work with both. I haven't tried the reverse though. Must be a much higher res screen than the real thing. Ain't no way you could squeeze a 530 onto a 430 display without making it unreadable. I know. It's really interesting, and I don't know how. I may have done it accidentally, but it's really, really a cool hidden feature. So, again, if you're out there tempted to get one of these bad boys, then I want the G1000 actually. But the problem with the G1000 is I heard a rumor that Toto may be developing his own. Is that true, Toto? You're considering developing your own G1000? I'm just curious. And then I guess if you are, it could probably work with Real Sim Gear's G1000. Oh, really? That was not the correct rumor? Man, someone quoted you on my Discord last night. Someone quoted you on my Discord. See, that's why we have to go to the source. We have to find out the information. It specifically was on my Discord that Toto said he was going to not use the Laminar G1000 anymore. Oh, fake news. That's funny. Well, I apologize. I'm glad that I asked you. All right. I don't see any taxi lights on here. I'm going to go ahead and taxi. Let's go ahead and go flaps 15. Maybe you guys want a little bit more sound. Is that too much sound? That might be just too much sound for me and you. And the people next door. So we'll just go down just a tad here. That's funny. I had said I wasn't going to use the LRG 1000. Oh, you weren't going to use the default. Oh, for any future aircraft. What does that mean? Clarify your statement. So you're not going to use the Laminar G1000, but you're not going to develop any aircraft that have a G1000? Is that what you're saying? All right, let's let the Ghost Phantom drive. Oh, he stopped for me. Now it's a chicken fight here. Oh, they're both stopped for me. Look at that turn. Oh, he's like creeping in on me. Come on now. Oh, this is fun. I like this plane. Meaning post TBM. Okay. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure that is what was said on your Discord. Yeah, I think that was what said on the Discord. So maybe a lot of people jumped to the conclusion, including me, that you were going to develop your own G1000 because you weren't going to do any more using the LRG 1000. What about the Total Glass? But the Total Glass is so brilliant. Let's go over this way. What I meant was that whatever aircraft I was going to do after the TBM is not going to use the stock Laminar G1000. Whether or not I'm going to do a G1000, that is not yet decided. 99% the answer to that question is no. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Toto. Toto, I have another question for you. If I was a gazillionaire and I hired you to, and I paid you a chunky, healthy salary to do two things: develop aircraft for X-Plane, but also completely redesign a whole new economy for X-Plane, like a whole new economy. Would you, if you were paid quite handsomely, would you do it or would you not do it? Don't you love the hypotheticals in the morning? All right, let's turn on the landing lights, nav lights, strobe lights, pitot heat. What's the outside air temperature? 70. We don't need it. We don't need ice. Well, we'll leave the ice detection on. Down here, we do have an autopilot. It's a Bendix King of sorts. Let's get going here. This is hypothetical, yeah. You're on flying with the Caravan for Snack Air? Nice. I don't care about the money. I care about whether it'd become an interesting project. Money comes with passion and a great project. Yeah, see, yeah. I just want to go to the board, the board, and say, listen, let's do massive improvements. But I need developers, and I also need to win the lottery first. Well, they don't give out gazillions in the lottery though. With this plane, I do have to unplug and plug back in my autopilot multi-panel. Website plus database isn't quite the same as modeling a plane. No, but see, the thing is that Toto is a man of many things, like many talents, right? So, for example, he programmed the last portion of the Pilot Edge audio, the new Pilot Edge audio codec. Snack zillion, exactly. So I have a feeling that if he were motivated to build a new economy, he probably, the database side of it, I bet you he could probably do it quite well. Or at least he could manage a team of, 5 or 6 guys that do it. Set altitude, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, which way are we going? We're going east. Set altitude 9,000.
Altitude 9,000 feet.
Set altitude 9,500.
Altitude 9,500 feet.
The other thing I didn't learn yesterday. Turn transponder on.
Transponder is on.
Squawking 1200, perfect. He'd go chill on the. He's not about the money though. I'd go on the beach with him though. Borat. I'd like to take the existing FS economy and completely make it different. Well, not completely different, but take it and incorporate a few changes into it. Like get rid of the airports that don't exist anymore. Add a lot of tube aircraft jobs, more tubes, be able to own tubes, that type of thing. The economy thing is not difficult, just not what I describe as great. All right, well then, we'll keep you developing planes, right? Jexer TV, how you doing? Yeah, we need a massive update. Yeah, I got all kinds of ideas, but the thing is it takes money, right, to hire the developers and the programmers. Come to think of it, D Monies is pretty good at SQL. He could probably do a lot of the database stuff. I admire and respect the FS economy volunteers that keep this beautiful thing going. I really do. All right, let's go. So full prop, full mixture. Have Jared talk to them for you. Yeah, right. Parking brake is off. Here we go. Uh-oh. Wants to turn to the left. Whoa, it wants to take off. Trim's not set correctly. Checklist.
Enjoy your snack air flight. Cold beer on tap. Left overhead.
Wait, one more. Check the checklist, yeah. Definitely not an F-mod sound pack. In fact, it sounds a little... I better... One more flyby. Does that sound like whatever engine this is, Toto? Are you... Make it not worth with... Yeah, make it not work with FSX, yeah. Just P3D and yeah, 64-bit only. Yep. Alright, flaps are clean. She hand flies really nicely. It feels good, but then again, I've never flown one in the real world. A big farty radio. There you go. Okay, so let's see if the autopilot will work here. Is there anyone that wants this plane? Let's go. Autopilot on. Let's go nav. Oh wait, I'm gonna change this. See in the change that to CDI, and I'm gonna go direct Seattle. Activate, and then I'm gonna go to nav. No, it's not working yet. Hold on. Heading. Localizer. Oh, this changed back. There we go. There we go. Now we're doing it. So back then there was no yeah, thank you, Toto. Off to take my kid to school. Good flying this morning. All right, take care. See you, D-Monies. Talk to you soon. Anders gonna land at a not real airport anymore. Yeah. So gonna cancel IFR right before the airport. There you go. You must be on Pilot Edge or something. Okay, I'm gonna turn down these farty radials just for a moment. Just NDBs back then, no VORs. Ah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah. Alright, we are flying direct. I'll redo their direct though, just in case. Just a slight variation there. Alright. I don't know if Sphero is still here, but I want to know what my manifold pressure should be when I get up to cruise, and what it should be in the climb. If anyone knows, let me know. 13 inches under 2,000 RPM. In the climb or in the cruise or both? For cruise, okay. So I can climb just below yellow line in my climb. Should be okay there. I'll go up to 30 inches. 1937 exactly. VOR is 1945 tech. Is that when it came out? Okay. All right, let's hit the flight plan. We can zoom out. I'll make the GNS smaller so we can see a little bit more of the outside. Maybe we'll bring it back up during the approach or something. 1946 VORs were. Well, I'd like to know who. Who invented them. So the aircraft is older than VORs, but operated in the heyday of VOR navigation. Yeah. And I'm using a GPS. All right. The cool thing about this plane, we're at 7,500, is on my trek yesterday from Chicken, Alaska. I flew 1,200 miles yesterday in this plane, right? 1,200 miles I flew in this plane. I was able, depending on the winds, I went as high as 210 knots in this plane. 210 knots. Wikipedia says the U.S. started VOR development in 1937. Smart people. Smart people. I'm sad to see them starting to be decommissioned. I'm really bummed about that. I think that we should keep them for... I love Slant Alpha. And also, what happens if we have like a space war and a lot of our satellites get taken out and we don't have VORs anymore? Curiously, ILS is older than VORs. Oh. But isn't an ILS basically a VOR with just one radio? Isn't it the same thing? It's all right. We're going to have to stop Space Force. We're going to have a Space Force to stop it. There you go. That's a new game, Lifesaver, right there. That's a new game. We go back to VFR. Yeah, like dead. What do they call that? Dead Reckoning? All right, there's 9,500. I'm going to go ahead and hit the altitude button. Oh, it's capturing it automatically. Ha ha! I don't think the plane really did that back then. An ILS is very different to VORs in principle of operation. Okay, I thought it was just one radio. The very reason why I keep my slider rule, yeah. All right, let's see how fast this bird can fly. It does have a miles per hour airspeed indicator. Now, Sphero, did they fix this yet, or did they still not understand what you were saying? The difference between the MPH and the knots that are in the sim. I'm gonna bring up the Discord discussion that we were having. Jim is still denying that there's a problem. Let's get Todorico to back you up here. Todorico can weigh in on this. This is really good stuff. Where is that screen capture that you did? Which room did you put that in? Did you put it in support? There's a great screen capture that you did. I thought it was in XP, but can you maybe let's look at that screen capture again. The one where you described everything. Did you send it in a private note to me or something, maybe? Maybe you did. No, I don't see it there either. Sphero says when you compare the needle with the data from X-Plane, you see the needle is using KIAS instead of MPH indicated. Yeah. It is in this. Oh, screenshot. Okay. Let's go to screenshot. All right. Let's go up to screenshot. Here we go. Open the original. All right. So I don't know if you're listening, Todorico. What Sphero has found is that in this particular plane, you can see here his true was 233 miles per hour. What's VIND? Indicated is 202 miles per hour. And his knots were 176 and 202. It's interesting how the indicated... Okay, yeah, so the indicated and the MPH are the same. So as you can see here, it's showing 176. It's showing knots, even though the gauge is MPH. So therefore, when to me, I was like, okay, this is not really a problem because you can just say, well, this is a knots gauge instead of an MPH gauge, right? Well, then the green and the white arc are all different. And it was correct before Jim has corrected the color arcs. Okay. So yeah, he should understand this, but maybe, I don't know. I totally understand what you're saying now. Yeah. Clearly the gauge is incorrect, yeah. Well, it basically just needs to read MPH instead of knots, and that's in the back end, right? You can do one of two things, either fix the animation or change the texture to read knots and adjust the ranges. Yeah. Yeah, and I would say that keep the MPH there because that's what the original plane had, and just make the back end tell it to read knots instead of, or sorry, read MPH instead of knots. That would be my preference. The what remind me again what AFM is? The aircraft flight model, you mean, is in MPH? All right. We're getting up to 199 knots. So let's bring up our manifold pressure here and see if we can get this going a little bit more. So there's going up to 30 inches. HG absolute, whatever that means. And then you're saying I should take the RPMs down to 20? That might slow me down just a little bit, huh? So there's 30, and there's 2,000 RPM. Airplane flight manual. Oh, the flight manual. Yeah, the flight manual's in MPH. So yeah, but isn't that I mean, it's interesting that he doesn't see what you're trying to describe to him. We should get him on Twitch. Yeah. We should get him on Twitch. More devs on Twitch. More devs on Twitch. All right. While we're in the cruise, I've got to award some snacks. But I'll tell you what. Sometime today, if we get over 100 viewers at some point. We had so many technical glitches. We had a rough start this morning. If we get over 100 viewers, I'll give away this plane. I will give away this plane. It's $25. I want to go to Fly John. Also get an outside view. I'll tell you what, default scenery for X-Plane, this is no ortho. This looks pretty good. That's no ortho. It looks pretty good. All right, let's go over to the Discord and award some snacks for people that have done missions, etc. All right, so if I go over to the John Fly Snack Air missions, bring that down here. So it looks like Mike E got paid out. All right, RPX 1234 gets 2,200 snacks for his resupplies of several. The Dirts, are you here? Several FBOs RPX 1234 resupplied, didn't he? That's really cool. And I accidentally got on him for losing money on flights, but if you're resupplying our FBOs, you can lose all the money in the world. Add points. 2,200. That's a lot of flying. That is a lot of flying. What do you use now, Anders? Todorico says, I mean, if you convert an airplane to knots, but you need to rewrite the AFM, so probably easier just to fix the gauge. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in Norway. What time is it in Norway, Anders? Yeah, it's a little hazy, even with the John Fly no haze script. All right, who else do we need to pay? All right, so RPX 1234, thank you for your service. Mission 84 was to move our LET 410 from KICL to KSLC, and you were rewarded half snack for every nautical mile. And B2 moved our new LET to Salt Lake City, and he earned 386 snacks. Thank you, B2. It's 6:40 p.m. Yes, you can have a second beer, child. All right. The other thing we need to do Oh, look at this. Fish Go Blue, are you here? Look what Fish Go Blue did. The sky's the limit. Join today. Snackair.com. Should we run that in the? I need to do two things. I need to run an ad in the FSE Reporter, and I need to write an article about Snack Air. I really do need to write an article. That looks brilliant, though. I do like that. Well done. Do you get gifted these pieces of equipment? Some of them I do, yes. Vividash or Vivid AJ. Yeah, some things I do get gifted. Some people donate. Some people sponsor. Yeah. This was gifted to me, but I did buy the older brother to this. I did buy the GNS 530, which I have over here. And then he sent me this just as kind of a thank you for showing people his products. All right. What else? What was the other thing I was gonna do? All right. Yeah, that'll work. All right. 206 knots right now. It's not bad. I can bump that manifold just a titch. Is titch an official word? Was busy with canceling IFR. What frequency should I use for a not real airport? Just land with no radio? You could simulate like 122.8 CTAF. Just common traffic advisory frequency. 122.8 would be a default if it's not listed on the chart. I don't do enough CTAF, actually. I should probably practice a little bit more. I'm glad the screen tearing is gone. While we're doing this, I want you guys to vote on what I do next, because we have some options. So I'm going to go here, stream interaction, stream poll. You know what? Well, no, that won't work. The results. It's hard to read the results because I can't make this the poll larger. I need to move DeepBot back over to the streaming PC in order to make the results larger. But let's do this. What to do next? All right, we've got the LET. We got a brand new LET 410 FS Economy. We have also the 727 V3. There's a new beta update. We could do the Ultimate 737 on Pilot Edge. We could do the 732 V3, or we could do the TBM 900, or we could do. There's just probably too many votes here. Let's get rid of we'll do the 732 later. We'll do the Boeing 767. Yeah, that looks good. We're going to probably do 2 or 3 of these today, but you guys let me know which one. We could also do the TBM on FS Economy. All right. The voting has commenced. The poll options are 1, the LET 410, on FS Economy. 2 is the 727 V3, the new beta update. 3 is Ultimate 737 on Pallet Edge. 4 is the 767. And 5 is the TBM 900 on FS Economy. So go ahead and vote. I wish I could make this bigger, but I can't. But I can make it a green screen. No, I can't even make it a green screen. Yeah, I could have just the pie chart on the streaming PC. So I may move DeepBot back over to the streaming PC, just so I can have this be a better situation. Lots of nice voting. Are the engines on the twin Beech supercharged? Otherwise, no idea how you're getting 30 inches manifold at 9,500 feet, especially at partial throttle. That's a good question. That is a good question. 205 knots. All right, so we'll start a timer on the voting. Again, it's 1 for the LET 410, 2 for the 727 V3, 3 for the Ultimate 737 on Pallet Edge, 4 for the 767, and 5 for the TBM 900 on FS Economy. I'll use the GNS 430 for an approach into Seattle. Can anyone recommend an approach into Seattle? Does anyone want to have me fly a particular approach with the 430? I don't know. I can't put my finger on why I like this plane so much. I think a lot of it is that, I don't know, it's, even though I'm using a GPS, it's got a little bit of that old school feeling. And this was an X-Plane 9 model. And here's the other part of it too, right? Is I may be in the minority of people who like this plane, but this plane that I purchased on FS Economy in Chicken, Alaska, in the middle of freaking nowhere, a dirt gravel strip. There's a place called Chicken, Alaska. Anyway, I bought the plane. It was behind ownership fees $67,000, and the plane had not been flown on FS Economy for 10 years. Was it 10 years, Sparrow? I think it was 10 years was the last time that the plane had been flown on the network. Yeah, it carries a lot of nice passengers for FS Economy. I like it. If one option on the vote doesn't get a majority, I'd recommend a runoff. Okay, that's a good idea. Who won? The last one was the LET. All right, so I think it was between the LET and the TBM, basically. So, but what we'll do is we'll just fly the LET, and then we'll fly the TBM. When was the last update, Todorico? I need to. You know a chick in Alaska? Yeah, we'll fly we'll do a reposition of the LET, and then we'll fly the TBM. I think I need to update my TBM. I haven't updated it for 10 days or so. I don't know. Maybe the last update was good. You need to finish some work on the charts and get packaged up. Okay. Okay, now we're into ortho. Now we're looking at ortho. We finally crossed over the ortho line. And we're still in Canada, and I have ortho. Huh. I didn't realize I'd tiled part of... I thought the tile ended at the border. So it was last week was the last one. Let me just go download the... Just in case, I'll re-download the TBM. I saw Josh flying it last night. That was so cool that he passed his IFR check ride. How big is your ortho data for X-Plane? About 14 terabytes. Maybe 15. Are you saying the world doesn't end at America's border? Of course. Kazan, how you doing? Afternoon. Following wiki, the Pratt & Whitney R985 has a supercharger. So it does have a supercharger. Whatever it does 204 knots. 210 yesterday. Computer flying. We got a subscribe. Computer flying with the subscribe. Thank you, computer flying. Hope you're well. That is a ton of drive. Yeah, I've got three internal drives and then 2 external drives. Half of my European ortho is actually on an external 3.0 USB drive. I need to consolidate. I actually need to try some Forkboy stuff, and I need to redo some tiles. Thank you, computer flying. Hope you're well. All right, we're 87 miles out. We can take a look at the. Approach options. Products. I wonder if I should do the app. Should I try the app again? Yeah, let's try it. Why not? I'm going to install the Navigraph app. I've been using Charts Navigraph, but doing fine. Good. The other thing, you can't see it, but I also loaded Smart Copilot back into my sim. And by the way, for what it's worth, my X-Plane has not crashed, knock on wood, since I removed XPUIPC. I removed XPUIPC and 11.25 beta, or sorry, 11.25 R2 has been stable. I was having crash to desktops regularly, so if any of you are also experiencing crash to desktops, I'd recommend, if you have XPUIPC installed, get rid of it for the time being. I was using it only for Project Fly. And thank you, Anders. Thank you for the bits. Any special giveaways? I want to give away this plane, but we got to get 15 more viewers somehow. So spread the word on the social media. But yeah, that's that's the situation. Navigraph Charts is taking forever to download. So we'll go with the backup for now. We'll reinstall the app after. All right, so here on Charts Navigraph, we'll just go to airports, KSEA, Seattle. And then we'll open up the approach plates. The weather at Seattle is wind is 170 at 7, and they're ILS 16 right, left, and center. So which side would be the GA side? So if I look at the taxi diagram, airport info. All right, there's 16 left, there's 16 center, there's 16 right. GA is, where is GA? Probably down here. So I'll land. Should I go center or right? $757 Spy, how you doing? Just tuned in. Were you discussing X and viral as CD? No, I was discussing CTDs for me in 11.25 R1 and 2, but and it happened in several different planes, and I don't use X and Viro, so I'm waiting for 1.1. I'm also waiting for Active Sky. I use SkyMax Pro, so I don't think it's necessarily related to X and Viro, but there may be something with X and Viro and 11.25. I don't know, but Dave, as soon as I got rid of XPUIPC, the plugin, I've now not had any crashed desktops. But a lot of people aren't using XPUIPC. You used to use it for Project Fly, but now Project Fly has its own built-in plugin. So, Cajun Cacti's son, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. How is the flight training going? All right, I'm tempted to do center or right. Do not mistake taxiway Tango for landing surface. Yeah, we'll go right. All right, so approach ILS once. All right, so there's only localized. Let's see, one. Okay, there we go. The localizer right there. Bring up the localizer chart. LR has caused instability with X and Viro in X-Plane 11.2 versions. We are working on a fix. Okay. 50 hours of instrument log preparing for the written. Oh, that's brilliant. That's so cool. Yeah, my friend Josh just passed the written and the check ride, and now he can cloud surf. Baby. Oh, we got clouds. That's why they're landing. That's why they're doing the ILS. All right. So back over here to the ILS chart for a moment. We want to be at Finca at 1900. That's interesting. As you scale it out, it gets bigger. I guess we can magnify it that way. Yeah. Or with the scroll wheel. So I need to be at Finca at 1900. ILS frequency is 110.75. And a final approach course of 164. Where did Josh pass the written out of? What do you mean where? I think he posted that he got like a 92% on the written, I think. But he passed the check ride and the written, right? You said he passed it. Oh, I get you. All right. All right. So we'll set in 110.75, And I think we'll also. It was kind of fun the other day. I found this website, Quick and Dirty. It was kind of fun to play around with. Okay, so I want to be. I'm 60 miles out. I'm at 9,500. My speed is 205. I want to be at 1900. So I want to, right now, 500 foot per minute. That's kind of cool. Some of you guys can do this in your head, but... Alright, so let's go ahead and descend at 500 feet per minute. And we'll go into vertical speed mode. So we'll come down here and we'll go vertical speed. And then also, just for kicks and giggles, turn on the anti-ice, the pitot heat. I don't think I need the carb heat on, do I? No. Okay, we're going to descend at 500 feet per minute. You know the GNS 530 can do that for you as well. Yes, you're right. There is the vertical profile calculator. How do I get to that? I'm on the map. There it is. So, yeah, vertical navigation. Yeah, we can do it before a waypoint and all that good stuff as well. So I could say, I'll make this a little bit bigger. That's a good test of the 430. Or the 530, right? And then we'll also zoom in on the sim. All right, so we want to be at, let's just say 2,000 feet, a half a mile before Finca. How do I change? Can I put in a waypoint, or do I have to put an airport in? Well, Finca is, looks like it's 6 miles out. Yeah, 6 miles out. So we'll just do 6 miles. I thought it could put waypoints in there. Maybe it's something that's in your flight plan. We'll say 7 miles. No, 7 miles. 2,000, that's fine. $2,000 feet. How do I get it to calculate? Oh, there it goes. 539. Yeah, so 539. That's nice. Push the VNav button on the GPS unit to put the info page there. Push the VNav button. You have to have the point in your... Okay. All right, well, there we go. 542. Cool. Sweet. The GNS 430 doesn't have a VNav button on the bezel, only the 530. Oh, okay. Oh, you're right. I see the VNav button. So here on the 530, there's the VNav button. But I can push it in the sim. So there is that. There's a flight plan. Procedure. We will select the approach. We're going to do 16 right. Wait. Procedure. Oh, that's interesting. I need to change one thing. I'm going to go into heading mode. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm just going to hit heading. Temporarily going to go into heading mode. And then I'm going to go to menu. If you set a VS profile, it will calculate the top of descent. Ah, Okay. I'm going to have to try that out. I'm going to delete the flight plan. And then I'm going to go direct to... It was kind of weird that it kept bringing up approaches for my departure airport. And it's because I inverted the flight plan. But now we're going to select the approach, ILS 16 right. And we're going to go via... We'll go via Ken Griffey. Yeah. Via Griffey. Ken Griffey Jr. And then we will activate that. And then we'll come back down and we'll choose Loc. So that'll turn our plane toward Griffey. We are in the soup. So if you set a VS profile, it will calculate the top of descent. I like that. Okay, we're going via Griffey. And we'll stop at 4,000 for now. Set altitude 4,000.
Altitude 4,000 feet.
Gotta bring my in the descent. Should I have my manifold pressure less? Yeah, probably. Alright, so now I'm also going to come in here. I'm going to use the hardware panel to change my nav1 frequency. So 110.75. Brilliant. And then I need to change my course. Set nav1 course 164.
NAV1 course set to 164.
It's the OBS knob. I could have used that as well. Raise the manifold pressure. On these air-cooled engines, it's common to descend with some power in, never a fully idle descent. All right, well, in the cruise, we're going at... I'll go up a little bit there. Good info. Matt Air, how you doing? Have I got the 152? I do. I have the Just Flight 152. It's a great plane. And I've actually flown a 152 in the real world. I did a horrible landing. I went from a Piper PA-28 to a flight training low wing that had a lot of ground effect, and then I got in a 152, and my instructor weighed about 190, and I think I was about 185. Clunked it. Boom. All right, there's 6,300 descending. Local altimeter is 3008. So we'll change that. One thing I do like is that not that it's realistic, but it does set my first officer, the right side altimeter when you do the left side. I like that. It's not real, but you have 28 hours on a 152? Yeah. Okay, so Severo says approach at 105, touchdown at 180. Okay. John prefers PA-20. I like PA-28s. Yeah, there's so many different PA-28s though. So you got so many choices. And 2 hours in the 767 sim. I wanted to fly the 767 today, but the voters chose differently. All right, we're 10 miles from Griffey. You had the same problem when you changed to a PA-28? Yeah, with the ground effect, yeah. You had a 76 and a PA-28 180. I had 30 hours total. I had 25 of those in the PA-28, and then a smattering in 172 and a little bit in the 152. Just clunked that 152 down. Can we fly the 767 this week? Maybe tomorrow, Jeffrey. Maybe I'll fly tomorrow. In fact, maybe I'll jump on FS Cloud or Pilot Edge and do 767. Yeah, no, I think I'll do Pilot Edge. Maybe with the 767 Heavy. Did a Cat 2 approach into Seattle with the 76? Nice. In a full motion sim, that would be fun. That was not cheap. John says it's beautiful, but you can float like a raft down a river in a ground effect. I dropped out of the sky in a 172. Yeah, totally different. Yep. You flew the Aero 4, wonderful airplane, but actually very, very heavy and difficult to control because of the T-tail. I've never flown an Aero. I think my PA-28 was a Comanche or a Cherokee. Are they both PA-28s? I think they are. I'm not sure. Set altitude 1,900. Oh, sorry. Set altitude 1,900.
Altitude 1900 feet.
Probably a Cherokee. You think the Comanche's a 24? Oh, that could be. I actually bought a Echo Dot, so I've been talking to Alexa. I've been thinking of bringing Alexa down to the pit and then plugging her in, and then I can ask her things like that. I can also have her do quick math. All right, we're turning at Griffey here, right here. Here we go. Slight turn to the right. You got to admit, that's a pretty sight. That really is a pretty sight. But Alexa lives in my house. She does. But she's got a twin sister. There's an app for Alexa that will have her read me Tarzan tasks. Yes, I loaded that one, Cajun Cacti Sun. I loaded that one, and I often ask for the weather. I also loaded one that will give me radar. Like, I can ask what aircraft are over my head, and it goes out there and jumps on flight radar 24 or somewhere that gives ADSB information, and it says, oh, there's a Cessna 172 that is 1,500 feet above your city. You just triggered my Alexa next to my computer. Alexa, play thunderstorm sounds. Yeah, tell me what coffee is available at our FBOs. Yep. Jeffrey, it's just you get the little dot or the full-size unit, and then you talk to her, and it's amazing what she can do. We set timers for cooking and all kinds of things. All right, we're a little bit high. 5,000. We're at 5. Yeah, we need to increase this a little bit. All right, let's bring back the power. We're in the yellow. Now it's raining in my house. Did it turn on? All right, we're about 300 feet high. That's fine. He just showed you the METAR? Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah. All right, we're making the turn at Neptune masses. Oh, she's pretty, guys. Come on now. She's a pretty bird. She told you that you didn't need a cookie recipe. I'll tell you what, my right girl made some peanut butter chocolate chip cookies the other day. Blew my mind. I should actually set up some cameras in the kitchen while we bake cookies or something. That would be kind of fun. All right, I need to be at 1900 at Finca. Not quite there. I'm going to slow down. There's the airport. This approach is kind of cool. That would be my ideal. Uh-oh. What's happening? That's wind shear. Carburetor ice. All right, carb heat coming on. Oh, snack. All right, there's... Get down, get down, get down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Ooh. Golf course. But I won't be able to award snacks till later. When do you move to Phoenix? I need to move to Phoenix. Yeah. So I can golf. All right. I'm going to hit... as soon as I get to 1900, I'm going to hit the approach button. That's Boeing Field right there. So you fly right over Boeing Field on the 16 right ILS approach. All right. Approach in. Now let's control the speed here. Put in some flaps. How far out do you guys put gear down in a twin like this? Homie Live got it. I think I can. It's 115 degrees right now. Okay, I'm not going to Phoenix. Add 82 to Homie Live. I think she's descending. I hope she's descending. Oh, she's getting too slow. Bring in some more flaps. Actually, yeah, we'll go flaps 30. That's too slow, probably. He said 105 on the approach. That's fine. We usually keep 70 knots in the 152 with flaps 20 or 30. Okay. There's the glide slope. And another golf course. Okay, we're going to go gear down. Oh, I did it wrong. No, that should have worked. Is FlyJohn not running? FlyJohn's running. Did it add? Oh, I put too many ads in there. There we go. We did a double there. All right, slow down, slow down. All right, yeah, get your landing guesses in now. I need to go to customs. That's true, because I came from Canada. Yep. Okay, there's 100. We're still coming. I don't know how to land this plane. So we do want full prop, full mixture. And what do we want to land at? 70, did you say? So there's 90. I could do a Cat 3 approach in this twin Beech. Import snacks now have tariffs. My prediction will be 142. Yeah, 142. Oh, Toto just predicted 8,233. Oh, I hope I beat that. Okay, autopilot off. My airplane. Whoa, whoa. Got a lot of runway. There's the intermediate marker. Is that what it's called? Got some crosswind to deal with. $69.3. And we're going to roll all the way down because I believe we need to go to the south apron for taxi. Yep. Seattle Tower says roll it long. Inner marker. That's right. Inner marker. Not so outer marker, inner marker. And then what's the so it's outer, middle, inner. Okay. Who got closest to 69? I guess we could exit here and take a look at the... They changed their mind. We're not rolling to the end. And we've been told to cross runway 16 center and 16 left on November and taxi to U.S. Customs. Yeah, it's appropriate. We got to go to U.S. Customs. This plane is no study level model, so it's normally very... Yeah, it floated nicely. Flaps 0. Oops, hold on. Flaps 0.
Flaps going up all the way.
I dig it. Will it be flown on Snack Air, though? That is the question. Will we get Snack Air pilots flying this plane? I hope so. I'm going to on occasion, for sure. The problem is I'm getting too many planes, right? Too many secrets. Woo! My ring just attached to the magnetic part of the Warthog. Who won? So Radu Voda got the closest? Radu Voda won. Okay, we'll give him 160 snacky bits. Wallet is closed. And 180 to Radu Voda. Nom 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 nom. All right, we got to turn the landing lights off. I like this plane. Landing lights, nav lights off, strobe lights on, beacon can stay on, pitot heat can come off, ice detection can come off, anti-ice can come off. Should I have had fuel pumps on the whole time? Probably not. Well, yeah, that all looks good. Depends on, of course, on the jobs. I try not to take more than 5 assignments to avoid the booking fees, yeah. She also can haul a bit of weight, can she? How much cargo can she take? All right, we got to go to customs. Well, I wonder if the customs building is modeled. I had to go to customs once. Flying back from the Bahamas. We had to stop in Florida, and we had to completely remove everything from the airplane and take it through customs. And I lost some sunglasses during that process and some nitroglycerin. I also lost. All right, I think customs is right over at that building. So it's like this special gate over here, I think. Do you think customs is in that building? I think so. Yeah, this is the international terminal. Okay. Alaska, Delta. Did they inspect the plane? Yeah. I wasn't there when they inspected the plane, but I think they go out and they look to see if everything's been removed. We had to remove the life raft, all of the life vest, all of the luggage, all of the garbage, all of everything. We had to.
Thank you for flying Snack Air. Go grab a cold beer. Bye bye.
Thank you. You lost some cigars in customs once? Yeah. All right, I'm going to see if Toto can bring me into the gate. So let's cut the fuel. Well, actually, we'll bring back the prop. Why did the propellers go off when I brought back the prop lever and didn't do the fuel cutoff? That's interesting. Maybe because the throttle came all the way back? I don't know. All looks good to me. If you really want to smuggle something there, there's so many places on an airplane you can hide. Yeah.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I think anything that I needed. What do I need? What would I need if I could smuggle something? Let's see. Let's do that. And then let's make it complicated. Bring it like that. I want to smuggle some Tim Hortons. Can I smuggle Tim Hortons?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
When you fly into Canada, you call ahead, give them your information. Then when you land, yes, I've done that before. Bora Borat. I flew into with Max. I flew into Ottawa and also flew into Halifax. And we called ahead, and we didn't have any customs. And when we flew back, when we flew back to New York, I think we had to do. Yeah, I think a customs agent met us. I think. First, make sure there are no custom officers or Coast Guard members on your stream. Yes. JT Kerr is in the Coast Guard. Yes, don't talk about smuggling. He'd have to testify. Just, yeah.
Okay, all doors
Tim
and
Hortons
hatches are closed.
Would I get in
Ready to
trouble
connect.
from you for smuggling Tim Hortons, JT Kerr?
Winching strap and adapter in position.
Tim Hortons is
Release
not
parking
worth.
brake when
Yeah,
ready
for
to
Americans
start
it
pushback.
is. It's kind of like Vegemite. You know, when you don't have it, it tastes pretty good if you spread it on lightly. I think I smuggled in this thing. The old Tim Hortons and the Dunkin' Donut bag trick. Yep. Making me hungry.
Starting tow, and you may start engines.
Good morning, Grow Adler. You'll be uploading your IRL KOAK landing. Oh, nice. Like onto YouTube or Twitch? That's so cool. Probably both. Nice. I look forward to that. in the citation, in the real world citation. Where are you going to be next week, Grow Adler? I'm off all week. Better Pushback can tow small planes. It just is the really short wheelbase ones that confuse it. Yeah. Well, and also the tail draggers, because this does come with a tail dragger version, but I can't taxi it at all or take off. It should just plainly refuse. Good.
Operation complete.
As do I,
Set
most of the
parking
time.
brake.
Except for the Cub.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
I remember a while ago I said I hated the PC-12. That's because I got the wrong one. The Carinata one is great. I love it. The other one I regret purchasing. I didn't even know there was another PC-12. I love the Carinata PC-12, yeah. In fact, I need to do my top 5 GA aircraft in my John Fly Versus vlog. I need someone to interview. Can I interview you, Todorico? Can I interview you on Monday by chance? Can I interview you for my vlog? I'd also like to interview
and bypass pin has been removed.
several of you.
Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
There's an STMA one? Okay. This is an STMA Beech, by the way. You probably knew that. You are actually one of the most relevant people in X-Plane, in the X-Plane world. You really are. And we've shared a meal together. So, all right, let's do a quick replay. All right, so any of you in Snack Air that want to fly this, it's at Seattle. Oops. Let's fast forward a little bit here. There we go. Let the ortho build up around it. Okay, yeah, I don't have the STMA version. I'd love the Carinata version. It's probably in my top 5, to be honest. You can try to make some room in my schedule on Monday if you want. Yes, please. Yes. If we could have a Discord conversation, yeah, Monday morning my time, like it'd be like, I don't know, sometime in your afternoon. I'll touch base with you on I'll send you some Discord messages. That'd be awesome. And there's gonna be some hard-hitting questions. I've got to figure out though. I guess I can talk to you on Discord and I can face the camera. You can be on video or not. I'm trying to figure out how do I get video and me on my camera in that vlog mode. I gotta think about that. Yes, Growladler, this one's for sale. Be forewarned that the cockpit in here is it's not the best, but I love this plane. I really do, and I'm not just saying that just because I was given a free copy. I flew it 1,200 miles yesterday, and it's fun. And the exterior model is brilliant. I mean, but yeah, it's $25. I can record my dopey mug and send you the video. Okay. That'll work. Yeah, that'll be brilliant. That'll be perfect. All right, I'll touch base with you. I got to send myself a reminder. I'll eat to that. Yeah. Spezzy says it, yeah. And he's just getting started, right? The TBM is going to be one of the premier aircraft in the sim. Windy City Duffy's here. Yep. I don't think the ortho loaded all the way in. Do you think they'd land on this far out? GA probably would, huh? And the cool thing about Toto Rico, right, is he's on Twitch. He's in touch with the community. In touch. And the mains went down first. I should write a song. And the mains went down first. I did float. I admit it. Tell me that's not cool to see. The X-Plane community has been quite undeserved. We have a saying in Slovak about this: among the blind, even a one-eyed is king. That's a good quote. Yeah. And Twitch doesn't represent... Twitch represents a very, very small percentage of the community. But, you know, there is... How come I can't look out of here? I hate that. How come... I hate that. I wish people wouldn't put the tower views that way. Where's my plane? Oops. Oh, there it is. Finally. It's the same saying in German. Yeah. Central European thing. Yeah. I think we'll adopt that. We Americans like to adopt things like kindergarten.